Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to Team from his YouTube page again. It is Andrew the Collector here with an update for Dinomorphia. We are on a road to the YCS that is fastly approaching us in the beginning of December, and Dinomorphia is one of the decks that I have been playtesting to be a good candidate for it. I already did Tempe. Tempe did alright, and now we're going to be checking out Dinomorphia. I took it to my locals and I placed first place. More like I tied first place. It was really weird. I won my first, second, and third round. My matchups will be right here. My last matchup, which was against Ubel Dark Lords, which was an interesting matchup. It went all three rounds, and I lost. I lost due to Masquerena, which is one of this deck's biggest weaknesses. But for some reason, when they inputted it into the system, it said that we tied for first place. I don't know how that happens. Make sense of it. But I mean, I got packs out of it, so I'm not too upset about it. But yeah, before we get into it, let's just go ahead and open these up, kind of like how we do for all of the other ones. So first pack, we're just going to go real quick. We got Lantern Shark, Dinomorph, and Valiant Shark Lancer. Nothing too crazy there. Ooh, Ancient Gear Frame. Look at that. Oh yeah, I forgot that this one became a super. Can we get any hits? Let's see. Moon of the Closed Heavens. Last pack. I'm not expecting anything too crazy. At least something relatively decent. Oh, a bomb token. Oh, right. I actually like that. I'm actually glad I pulled that. If I can't get an ultimate rare, I'm glad I got a bomb token. If you guys want a volcanic profile update, let me know in the comments. I may get that to you sooner than later. But anyways, let's just go ahead and hop right into the deck profile. There's not a whole lot that has been changed from the previous lists. The monsters are the same. We got 3 Thrizia, 2 Diplos, and 1 Miscellaneous. I'm not running Ultimate Conductor Tyrannus because I opted to take him out. Because he didn't really come up that often, or I just didn't see him in my hand, because you can't search him with this deck, which is a shame, but, it's understandable. So, this is all you need for the main monsters. You can recycle some of them, and Miscellaneous is just a beast of a card. Spell cards, nothing too new. 3 Duality, 1 Prosperity, and 2 Fossil Dig, along with the 1 Call by the Grave. This is all the spells that you need. There's really nothing else that you can do. I opted to take out 1 Fossil Dig because it wasn't needed for my last list. Now into the real meat of the deck, which are the traps. 3 Frenzy, 3 Domain, and 3 Intact. These are your most important Dinomorphia cards. Frenzy gets out Rex Term immediately, and Domain goes into the level 6, and which in turn gets into Rex Term. Because that's the ultimate goal of this deck, is to get into Rex Term and just support him. Intact is basically to prevent Ash or any of the jellyfish hand traps, Mulch Armies. I forgot their name for a minute. But yeah, this ratio's never going to change. 2 Sonic, the spell and trap negations, and the 1 Alert, the recursion from the graveyard. Alert came up so many times, it's actually crazy. I'm not writing any of the other ones. I'm not writing the pop 1 or the other trap card. Spot removal is good, but if you get enough advantage, it's not needed. Now off into the regular traps. We are running the Solemn package, 3 Judgment, because it's Judgment. It works really well with this card. It might as well be a Dinomorphia card. And 3 Solemn Strike. I actually saw a Dinomorphia list top at a regionals not too long ago, and they were running 3 Solemn Strike. So I opted to try it out, and it worked out really well. I was fairly surprised. 2 Iron Thunder. I cut this down to 2 because it can be a real hit or miss. Sure, it's nice to it's nice to be able to negate a card on the field, which is a counter trap. But sometimes, depending on what you hit or which column it is in, you can also hurt your own stuff. This card would have been a million times better if it destroyed cards in the column that it was already in, instead of the column that the card it's negating is in. That would have been an instant 3-0 for it. But another hindsight that is good for this is that it's not once per turn. You can activate multiples of these in a single turn. And depending on the layout, it can be detrimental to your opponent. 2 Imperm, you only need 2. There's so many traps in this deck that 3 is not needed. 2 Soul of Supreme King. I'm finding a lot of people who run Dinomorphia aren't running this card, and I'm honestly wondering if they're okay. This card synergizes so well with the deck that it's absolutely insane. And 3 Ferret Flame, I opted to put this at 3 instead of 2 because it has saved my ass so many times that it's outrageous. Now off into the extra deck. 3 Rex Term. This guy is your win condition. It's the reason why this deck is so good. Pretty much a Mystic Mine while on the field, and it can pretty much protect your guys from battle whenever your opponent tries to run over your stuff. 2 of her. She was good at 3, but she's even better at 2. She's not needed most of the time, especially if you're going directly into Rex Term. And 2 of the Stealth Bird. You only use them as fodder for the fusion materials. I've literally never went into him. And then into the Zark package. 1 regular Zark and 1 of the Arcary Dragon. Again, I don't know why people aren't running this package more. It's just so good, and it's won me so many games. Crystal Clear Ring is self-explanatory. It's a once per turn spell and trap negation. And if you're a spell trap or effect negation, I should clarify that. And if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can activate its effect to make it unaffected by monster effects, and it gains attack equal to that monster's effect. Brave Eyes is here to stop, Yubels. The last deck I faced was a Yubel deck, and I did not see Brave Eyes. I didn't even see any of my Zark cards, and I think that's partly of why it lost me the game. And then the Fusion Dragon is just there for a beat stick. And then we just have Logia, Dolka, and 1 Chaos Soldier. I haven't gone into him yet, but in theory he is really good. So, yeah, use him if you want, but if not, then that's fine. Off into the side, 2 Sphere Mode. Never use Sphere Mode. 2 Gravekeeper's Inception. It's so good against so many decks. Tier Element still is running around. Same with Snake Eyes and the Fiendsmith engine, still really good. Soundproof is a little iffy because I mainly put this in here for Tempe, but that's what I have the dimensional barriers for. And even then, Rex Term can handle their monsters fairly well. It's the going second cards that are the issue with that deck. So I'm wondering if I even need to keep soundproofing in here. Let me know what you guys think I should put in for that. I'm thinking Artifact Lancia for the upcoming format, but we'll see. And then 2 Deck Lockdown. This card does absolutely nothing to you and everything to your opponent. I use this against a Rika Sun Avalon player, and it won me the game. And then 3 Not So Evenly Matched, and 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance for the Fusion decks, and Runic. But yeah, that is it for the deck profile, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell down below for notifications, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.